I had to give my neighbor $20 and a case of beer to cut my grass. Okay,
Eh,
that's how we do it out here.
By the way,
Oh,
oh,
there he
yeah,
is. There he is.
testing, one, testing.
Fashion way like I used to. I again back then I recorded independently my audio independently on an object. I'm gonna have to. All right. I guess.
Best.
It's a little bit of both. Okay, so Anderson, I think you'll like this one.
All right.
Terminator on 4K fucking slaps, dude.
I heard that. I heard Terminator 2 is an abomination.
It's an you know what's funny about that? I tried to find my 4K, and the only reason I own it on 4K is because I got it for like dirt cheap. I got it for like $8, and I tried to find it last night, and it's buried somewhere in my side room, and I have no fucking idea where it is.
I heard that like the reason that it's all fucked up is because they used the wrong transfer. It's like it was actually like specially made to do the 3D conversion, and then they just took the 2D version for the 3D conversion, and they just used that for the 4K. It's like no,
that's just Lionsgate being fucking lazy like they always are. Lionsgate is the laziest fucking company when it comes to 4K shit. They are super lazy, and I hate it.
Speaking of 4K, we're gonna have to do this because I know Lawler's he's doing his whole series about how 4K is. He's like anti 4K. I don't exactly know what he's doing. We're gonna have to be the champions of 4K because we're both the ones with the really good TVs, and he's messing around with this. And by the way, with a good 4K disc, even that TCL is going to look pretty darn good. It's going to look better than anything else.
Well, my buddy in Indiana, he just bought a Vizio. Now, before you cry foul on that, the Vizio that he got was the last Vizio made before Walmart is completely taking over. Because you know that Walmart bought Vizio, right?
I used to hear really good reviews of Vizios, and then they went really cheap, and now they're Walmart. I mean, I guess they're going to replace that they'll get rid of that On brand.
I think they're going to keep the On. They're going to keep the On brand around. That's their brand. They're just going to. Vizio is probably going to be a little bit higher quality, I guess you could say. But what I will say, he's a Vizio person. He always has been. He always fucking will be. That's his decision. I can't turn him, man. I can't turn him. Well, but he got. Oh, go ahead.
I think these cheaper TVs are not necessarily bad. It's just they need that extra bit of picture processing that the name brands will give it, like the Sony or even LG. They need that.
And I'm saying that from personal experience, where I thought the Hisense looked pretty good, but then when I got the Sony, it put the fucking Hisense to shame.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything on my Sony fucking looks amazing.
Well, I can't fault people. I mean, when you can get that 100-inch Hisense like U7 for like $1,700, I'm gonna poo-poo that. No, it probably looks, if it's tweaked properly, it probably looks pretty darn good. So I can't.
Probably.
It's big. But yeah,
my whole problem is those TVs are built for gamers. Like I always tell people, it's like I say this, like, hey, if you value your movies more than you do your video gaming, you get a fucking Sony. Okay, that's just no ifs, ands, or buts. Or an LG. Okay, fine. But if you care more about gaming than you do movies, but you like to stream shit, okay, get a fucking Hisense, get a fucking TCL. They have great refresh rates. They're great for gaming. They're good gaming televisions. That I'll give it. But I'm not a gamer. But even then, I got the happy medium. I have a PS5 attached to my TV, and I don't get any lag or delay.
Yeah,
I get no delay. My games look great.
it's like right now is great because of the tariffs and that nonsense, although it seems to be settling, which is good. This is a great time. If somebody wants to swoop in and get like a last year's like model LG OLED, because I've just seen like on sale, they've got like the 83-inch B4 OLED. It's like $2,000. And because of just the 83-inch has like the full processing of the C4. Because I don't know why it's like the better processing chip just in the 83-inch. And it's like for $2,000, 83-inch OLED, you cannot go wrong. You have that in a slightly kind of darkish room. You get all the HDR you need, man.
What the hell is this? I just got a Teams notification. What the hell is this?
Oh shit!
It says no connection.
Oh.
No, you know what it was? It was my Wi-Fi bugging out. It was my Wi-Fi bugging out. That's why I hopped off my Wi-Fi.
You need to move your car. You're getting a.
No. I got 2 routers fucking running, and they have it. Dude, they're right by my fucking window. They are literally 25 feet away from me, and my routers struggle through my fucking window.
You know, I've heard, and I had this problem. I thought I had shitty Wi-Fi, and it turns out I had 2 Wi-Fi signals fighting each other. I had like a router, I had like a thing, and it's like sometimes it's the Wi-Fi they fight each other, and then your thing can't connect because it's trying to figure out which one to use.
Right, and that, you know what, the way around that on your phone or on your mobile device is like, if you just want to use one, like, okay, I have 3 different signals broadcasting in my house. I have 2 separate Wi-Fis, and I think they do conflict. I honestly think I just need to, quote unquote, forget my other hookups.
So I have my really good Wi-Fi in my room, and then literally at the total opposite end of the house, and it's a big ass house, I've got like a direct connection going to a Wi-Fi router, and it's a different thing, and it sends out a different signal. My Wi-Fi right now does not compete. But before, I had literally had the Wi-Fi router that was right next to the other router, and it was causing all kinds of problems. Now it's fine, and I'm much better. And I only need like 100. Like 100 is fine with.
Wow, you need 100, dude. I'm on gig speed.
Yeah, well, I'm only
on gig speed.
I just stream. All I'm streaming is like 4K. We got 2 people in here. You got a whole family. We got 2 guys in here. My roommate, he gets about 50 downstairs. He's fine too. He streams in 4K. It's fine. We're fine. We never have any problems. It's solid. Yeah, we're good. And I only pay 20 bucks a month.
Who do you have out there, man? Who do you have out there?
Okay. I have. Okay. Now you probably know who Frontier is, right?
Yeah. I know who Frontier is.
Well, I had Frontier. A local company bought them up. And they're Ziply Fiber. And although it's funny,
you're on fiber?
Yeah, it's fiber.
Oh, then who gives a shit? You're on fucking fiber. All you need's 100 megabits a second. I mean, if you're on fiber, that's all you need.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was fiber. It was actually, it started as Verizon. Verizon built the whole fiber network. Frontier bought up a chunk of it in state by state, and now I actually found out Verizon and Frontier was having some financial issues, so they sold off a chunk of their stuff to Ziply. Like, it's more of a local, say, like a Washington, Oregon thing. And then I think that and then now Verizon actually bought up the stuff that Frontier bought from them. So all the Frontier stuff that's in other states is now owned by Verizon again, because I guess they want to expand their. I don't know. It's all.
Well, I've been thinking about getting, like the Home 5G, that kind of stuff. I've been thinking about it. Problem is, it ain't available out here. No, it ain't available out here yet, and I'm probably not going to get it. I've heard good. I've heard bad. Let's just say I've heard mixed. No, if you get DirecTV, we can cut your bill. It's like, I don't want a fucking satellite.
Yeah, I got. Well, DirecTV is not necessarily. Was it only a satellite? Because DirecTV is like a stream.
That's what they offered. Because, okay, here's what you don't know. Uverse is being phased out. Right now, the people who have it, they're grandfathered in. AT&T only keeps Uverse going. Like, okay, let's say this. If Uverse is no longer available to anybody. Like, you cannot get Uverse anymore. You can't. Okay, my mom has, or I'll even give you one better. My mom had it, past tense, had it. She was happy with it for 10 years. And then she said, you know what? I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm going to Comcast. Going to Comcast again. I mean, it Uverse was fine, but they don't want to deal, like, they only keep it alive for the people who still subscribe to it. That's the whole point. It's only alive for people who want it.
I finally had to get rid of having like actual cable channels because I realized the only thing I used my cable box, because I had because my roommate too. We had 2 cable boxes. They were both DVRs, and we had every channel, and it was great. But then I'm like, I only use this thing now to watch DVR the news, and I can get all the news on the YouTube.
Dude, man,
yeah.
I told this to Lawler. I told this to him a few years ago, okay? And I stuck to my guns, and I'm a man of my word. The only, and I repeat, the only reason I still kept cable around was so I could take Monday nights off to watch the last season of Better Call Saul live.
That's true.
Because I loved that show so much to where I don't want to wait to DVR it. I don't want to wait for a repeat. People are going to fucking come out and, spoil everything. It's like, yes, I'm keeping cable so I can DVR this show, or at least I can be home, watch it live, this, that, and the other. But I tell you this, and this was the promise I made, the day after the finale ended, the fucking day after, I went to Comcast, got rid of my cable. I said, don't need cable no more. Don't need it at all.
Well,
this is the only...
Wouldn't having AMC Plus mean that it goes up kind of like with the HBO stuff, where it goes up like right at like, the time it's on? Like,
you could, one could argue that, but why do I want to pay a subscription fee when I'm already paying for cable, just basically just for this one fucking show? I mean, like I said, it was, dude, I tried no bullshit. I tried cutting the cable back in 2020. Or 2021, Let me rephrase that. I tried cutting it back in 2021. And then I was ready to cut it. I was ready to go all streaming. And then the wife said, you know what? I'm not ready to cut the cable just yet. We still need to keep our cable around for another 2 years. I'm like, oh, okay, fuck it. I'll sign up for another 2-year deal. But then our deal ended right when Better Call Saul ended. And then that's when I approached the wife and I said, hey, do we honestly need cable anymore? Can we stream everything? She goes, yeah, get rid of the fucking cable. We don't need it anymore.
My bill was ridiculous. I mean, we're talking like with the internet, it was, and it kept going up. Oh, it was in the low 300s to the point where I was like, okay. I'm like, I can't justify this expense because I don't watch it. And then I'm like, okay, if I shave this and I shave this, and if I just subscribe to what I watch. So now my bill, like my total between streaming and then between the internet bill and then what I pay for the streaming channels, it's literally like, oh, and this is everything. This counts like Netflix, Hulu. That was on top. So my total entertainment budget would have been like in the 400s, because then you add all the streaming services to the cable. So and now my bill is literally like probably $300. It's like maybe $150, and I have everything. That includes internet. So I'm like, I'm good.
My bill's less than that. My bill's less than that. Like, okay, so me and the wife, we split. So I pay, Peacock I get for free through Comcast. I pay for Paramount Plus, and I piggyback off an HBO Max subscription. My wife has the Disney Hulu bundle, and she pays for Netflix. Mm-hmm. So essentially, I'm paying for Paramount Plus, and I'm paying my cable bill. Yeah, that costs me about, I don't know, $111 a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But bear in mind, that's just for internet, dude. That is just internet.
Yeah, ow.
Comcast, my Comcast bill is $105 a month. And that's just internet fucking only. Nothing else but internet.
Well, when I think about it, like, okay, if I was to up my speed, my price would probably be like, if I was to go up to 300, my price would be probably like $40 introductory, and then 80 regular. So when you get to the gigabyte, I was always thinking, like, if I had a gigabyte, it'd probably be about $100. And if you're a big family and you're all with the gaming and everything,
right,
and you need all that, then that's what it's going to cost. What it's going to cost.
And that's why we need it, because we have so many streaming devices in our household, and it's
No, it's just,
I got
it's just me.
yeah.
Me.
I need it. I need it. I fucking need it.
And you just I mean, I would think like just your tips probably covers it. Like tips in one day probably covers it.
Oh, I don't, dude. I'm not a tipped employee.
I thought you worked at a pizza place or a delivery or something.
Well, no, I work at I'm in an independent place now. Like I left Domino's
Oh,
2.5 years ago. I left Domino's, and
all
I'm at
right.
a local spot. Yeah, I'm at a local spot called Aurelio's,
Are you
and
still
I'm one of
doing
the. Oh,
that?
no, I'm a manager. I'm a manager.
Oh, good. Well, making manager money. That's good.
Yeah, I'm a
Are
manager
you
there. So
are you still doing? I remember you were doing like kind of a side gig. Probably not anymore. At Amazon, where you were doing.
oh no, Amazon wasn't a side gig. That was supposed to be a new job, and my knee gave out. I couldn't do it. My knee just fucking gave out on me, and I couldn't do it anymore. But then, the
Is
sad
it-
part is I probably could work that job now, because I know people have been telling me to take care of myself and this, that, and the other. Okay, look, I have been taking care of myself. That whole me getting in the hospital shit, that was a goddamn fluke. We finally found out what the reason was behind it. It
Mhm.
was diverticulitis.
Okay, so you're eating better now. You're on a special diet for it, or are you trying
Well,
to just?
okay. Okay. When you have diverticulitis, what the doctors don't tell you, and this is what put me in the ER, you have to avoid corn.
Oh man.
Because so my aunt, so I told this story to my aunt, and she was the one who said, "Yeah, I now know what made you sick, and what made you get hospitalized." I told her I had literally seen my doctor on a Wednesday. This was a Wednesday back in March. I saw him. Nothing major. It was just a checkup. He upped my meds. He says, "Hey, your blood pressure is really good," because I'm on blood pressure medication. So,
Mhm.
but okay, that's okay. That's where I am taking care of myself, because yes, I'm on medication for blood pressure, and the great thing is, it's made me feel a lot better. Like I was retaining a lot of water in my body. This medication, it's basically water pills. It helps you piss out all the fucking excess water you have in your system. And now my fucking bad leg, it don't hurt anymore. Like, I think all
Wow.
the problems I was having was because of water retention. That's what was hurting me. Now I'm not in pain. My leg does not hurt me anymore. But then again, that's beside the point. That was what I went to the doctor for. So later that night, I get home. There's really not a lot to eat in the house. And I say, oh, you know what? I'm going to make some fucking Mexican corn. So I grabbed a can of corn, nuked it, threw some butter and a little bit of tahini on it, make it sweet, ate it. Fucking next day, I'm doubled over in pain and I wanted to die.
Yeah, there's some sort of like
Okay.
a reaction to it, like almost like an allergic
So
reaction
here,
or something.
well, not allergic rash. So here's what ended up happening. So again, we talk about my aunt. This was later on down the line. We'll go there. So I was sick, and I just felt like poop. I felt terrible. So this is where I fucked up, and I could have never been hospitalized had I not did one stupid thing. I didn't poop for like 3 days.
That's
Like,
not good.
I'm like, yeah, I didn't poop for 3 days. I'm like, okay, something's got to give. The night before, I made an appointment to see my doctor on a Monday. I said, okay, look, I'm just going to take some laxatives to help me poop. While I'm at the doctor's office, the fucking floodgates opened. And I'm like,
Oh,
okay, I got to poop. And I finally went. And I'm like, okay, I feel pretty good. I finally went to the bathroom. Doctor said, oh, yeah, you're probably just constipated. Your colitis, diverticulitis, you should be okay. Yeah, turns out I wasn't okay. It turns out the problem was that my colon had become so fucking inflamed from a diverticulitis attack that it made a temporary bridge between my bladder and my colon. And I ended up getting a nasty urinary tract infection that threw me in the hospital.
man.
So, but then,
I,
the doctor told me what it was. He told me what it was. 2 days a week of antibiotics and antibiotics in the hospital. I was feeling fine. Then I talked to my aunt, and then she told me her story. She goes, "Oh, I didn't know you had diverticulitis. Shit, I had to have some of my colon removed because of my diverticulitis. You need to avoid corn." And
mhm.
then I think about it. I'm like, the night before I had my attack, I had a whole can of corn.
Mm-hmm. Man.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
Like I say, is like, I hope that this was the thing. I remember we talked before about like, it was going to take like you have like one heart attack in you, and then you'll do something. Does this count as that sort of heart attack situation where it's like you're going to kind of look at your health and be like, you got to take better care of yourself?
Exactly. Well, you know what? I still drink my beer. I drink my light beer, and it doesn't aggravate my diverticulitis. I'm not an alcoholic. I just like having some drinks after work. I'm not a mean drunk. I'm always coherent. That's my business. But I can quit drinking anytime I can quit drinking anytime I want. And I know that sounds like a line. I honestly can quit drinking anytime I want. I can.
I would say do it for a week and see if you don't get the DTs, then you know.
Well, I already know that when I was on the antibiotics that I got okay, dude, when I went to the hospital, I was, what is it? Yeah, I was on antibiotics for a week and a half. Not once did I touch a drop of liquor, and I never got the DTs.
All right.
Like I wasn't, oh, I'll even, no, bro. I'll even tell you what happened the first night I was able to drink again. Okay. It had been so long since I consumed a few beers that like I drank at my normal rate, right? Like the normal rate I always do. And then when I got about 7 beers in, I fucking yacked.
7 beers.
Like it was, oh, dude, you don't want to know how much I can drink. I can drink both of you under the table.
Well, I think that some of it, it's kind of like it's like in Splash with John Candy. It's not that you can't drink enough. It's that you're too skinny. And so it's like you have to kind of. I'm assuming you did say that you're up there in the weight.
I'm a bigger guy. I'm not like morbidly obese, but I am a bigger guy.
You said 300. That's
yeah. Yeah.
How tall are you, by the way?
Oh, I'm 6 feet tall.
Okay, all right. Then I would say you need to. Again, I'm gonna be your doctor now. I would say you probably need to, because I'm a little more than I should be, and I'm 5'10". I'd say maybe at least a good 60 pounds, at least.
Oh, I know. I could afford to drop the weight, but the point is, the doctor says, believe it or not, outside of my weight, I'm in good health. He just says, other than your high blood pressure, your picture of health. He goes. He did a blood draw on me. He goes, your cholesterol is fucking amazing. Everything's good with you. You don't have diabetes. You don't have anything wrong with you. He just says, yeah, you're good. He just said, you're good. You just have high blood pressure, and we have medicine that can. And again, that was the best part. The day before I got sick, my blood pressure, he took it. It was ridiculously low. Mm-hmm. Like the medicine that he prescribed me was working. My blood pressure was like 120/80.
Okay, I only share my concerns because I want you to live. I want you to outlive both Lawler and I. Lawler could go at any moment. Okay, I see him saying something. Wait a minute, let me see this. He's okay. He's posting something. Wait a minute. Okay, wrap it up.
Messenger?
He said, yeah, he's sending us messages. Having microphone, I am recording this so it can be a show. Shit Talk with John and Dave. Wrap it up. I need to. He wants us to wrap it up. I wanted to give my whole dating story. I had a whole dating story that I was going to tell. Damn.
Well, he says wrap it up and get. Does he want us to get into a different conversation?
I'm waiting for him to type something. I'm sure he's listening to us.
Oh, I see it. Okay, I see it.
Wait a minute.
No. Damn it.
He has to end this call.
All right, I'll end the chat. Yeah, I'll end the chat. Select contacts. I see it. Have microphone say Shit Talk with John Dave. Wrap it up. I need to disconnect. Okay, so we will disconnect and then we'll reconnect. Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.